What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. Today's video is part 2 of catching up with my Funko Pop parcels. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to more Funko Pop unboxings. As I said, today is part 2 of catching up with my Funko Pop parcels. Yesterday was part 1. If you are an anime fan, make sure you go and check that video out. We did unbox some pretty cool anime Funko Pops. But today is part 2, which is WWE/television themed, and as we're wearing his t-shirt, we may as well start with his Funko Pop. We have the Funko Shop exclusive metallic Rocky Maivia. And I'm actually really happy they made this pop, because now you have this kind of like evolution / through the years of the WWE for The Rock in Funko Pop figures. This was, of course, his debut at Survivor Series 1996. I still remember the match pretty vividly, actually. He was, of course, the sole survivor, but things didn't go so well for him after that. He was kind of like done as this real kind of like blue chip babyface, and fans just didn't take to him, didn't like him, especially in that Attitude Era that was kind of coming about, right? Lots of die Rocky die chants, like some harsh stuff there. But he did, of course, then get repackaged and came back as The Rock with a Nation of Domination, which I guess if they made like a Nation Rock, that would be the only other one we kind of need, I think, in terms of then like having like a full evolution. Maybe there's a couple others that I'm forgetting about. But like I said, I'm still really happy they made this. As I said, Funko Shop exclusive is just metallic. There is a common which isn't metallic. Have to say though, it doesn't look like anything too amazing, to be honest. Maybe the tassels, is tassels the right word, coming off of his outfit, they're probably like a little bit more shinier as opposed to the common version. But yeah, still really cool they made this. Still very happy to get it and add it to what is an ever-growing WWE collection. And I mean, it's actually going to be growing quite a bit today, because we have, I think, 6 figures to show off. I've got 2 of the newly released 2-packs. First up, we have the Triple H and Ronda Rousey one. And I kind of feel we've been cheated with these new 2-packs, because they're essentially like matches, moments, right, from various, well, they're not pay-per-views anymore. What do they call them now? Live premium events? Something like that, right? And this was, oh God, off the top of my head, I can't remember which WrestleMania it was, but it was Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. That was like the tag match. And well, at least I'm assuming that's what this moment is from. We have Triple H here, like fully bald head. That's pretty cool, because we haven't had a Triple H with a bald head before, but the rest is pretty much just standard with his normal kind of wrestling gear, the trunks, the elbow pads, etc, etc. And Ronda, I think she is a little bit different. I can't entirely remember the first Ronda we had, but I feel she did have like the kind of kilt type skirt thing that she wears to the ring, more like a like entrance attire. This is more like the wrestling gear with the kind of black trunks, the rowdy there on the top as well. Maybe there is some difference in the hair. I can't entirely remember. Like I said, she's kind of like buried away a bit with the rest of the WWE collection. But yeah, like as I was saying, I don't think I went into it in too much detail. Like before, we've been getting the pins of the events, right? Where it's like a 2-pack. We had like the Undertaker Paul Bearer, we got the WrestleMania 9 pin, we then had like single ones with pins as well. Why do we not get a pin with these new 2-packs? I don't know, but they're still pretty cool, pretty decent. They're slightly different to the other ones, so yeah, I'm happy enough to add them to my collection. And likewise, it's the same with the next 2-pack, which is the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. And I, of course, remember which event this was from. I mean, how can anyone forget? The streak is over, right? WrestleMania 30, Brock versus Taker, and he ended the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. Massive shock. Remember, like, the people in the crowd, especially that one dude who was like just flabbergasted almost, right, for lack of a better word. But yeah, the 2 pops, they're fairly cool, because they are like different newer molds of, I was about to say the 2 characters. I mean, they're still technically characters, right? I mean, Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar essentially, so I don't know if he's playing a character too much. Of course, Mark Calloway was the Undertaker. I guess there's still somewhat characters, right, in wrestling, but they're certainly different to the ones we've had before. Brock, if my memory serves me right, was like he actually has red trunks on the older school one. I think the fists are like kind of both up. You know what, I actually haven't seen the match for a long time, so I don't know how accurate the outfits are, you know, compared to the actual event, because the one thing I did mention it before, that Paul Bearer and Undertaker, the like WrestleMania 9 one that they did, it actually wasn't quite accurate, because the Undertaker actually had his purple gloves, purple tie and purple boots, when he only actually moved to that at SummerSlam of that same year. He was still wearing the grey in that. So yeah, we're still technically missing somewhat of the evolution of the Undertaker, because if we then got like the grey boots and tie and that would then be pretty cool. The Undertaker here, of course, has the mohawk, the tats, the trunks there are pretty cool. It's a very different Undertaker than we've had before. So yeah, again, very happy to get these and add them to the collection. Just a little bit disappointed though they didn't include pins with them. And the last two WWE Funko Pops draft, guys, are actually the same pop, but with a chance of the chase. I mean, if we get the chase, technically it's not the same pop. Fingers crossed we can get it. And fingers crossed these are actually it, because I did order a parcel with a couple of other figures and I actually haven't opened any of them. So this may actually not be the $1 Million Man, but let's see, guys. If it's not, we'll just go through those quickly and then we'll get to the $1 Million Man one. So there we go, guys. Hey, I can see the chase sticker as well. Look at that. So I did actually pull the correct box. The other box does have something we are going to check out. In fact, we'll probably do that next. But yeah, let me show the boxes off to you guys real quick. There we go. That is the first one. Of course, these do have the special edition sticker. Can't remember off the top of my head who these were exclusive to in the US. But yeah, there is the chase one as well. They are diamond glitter as well, but let's now take closer looks at them. We'll start with the non-chase here. Man, this is very, very sparkly. Flinging those $100 bills with the $1 Million title. You know what? I actually feel the outfit isn't quite like that OG black one, right? I don't know if it's because of the sparkles, but it kind of looks a bit more kind of in between grey and green, like maybe olive. I don't know if that's a good color to describe it. Of course, $1 Million Man does already have, I was trying to think, does he have 2 or does he have 3 Funko Pops? Because the original one, the OG one, did actually come with a common and a chase. And I know he definitely had the black outfit because I own that one. I feel the chase, though, was the white outfit, not the green outfit, which is the chase for this one. But then could you get him with the green outfit as part of that tag team pack that they did with IRS, which I actually don't own. Do still need to pick that up. Can't entirely remember, but this is still very cool. The dollar sign at the back, flinging the $100 bills, like I said. Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very sparkly. And then the chase, guys, is exactly the same mold. It's just a different color. I mentioned it before, the green suit. Now I'm thinking off the top of my head, did he have a green suit? Am I mixing up with like the Hasbro figure? I can't entirely remember. I feel like he didn't wear the green suit for long. I kind of feel it was like late 80s, early 90s. And then the white suit kind of showed up sort of like the early to mid 90s, right? And he may have gone back and forth with the black. I can't entirely remember. It is quite a long time ago. But yeah, it's still a cool figure. I have to say, I think I do like the green one a bit more. The sparkles just look really cool. It kind of goes with the green dollar bills as well. Again, the $1 Million title. Like I said, it's exactly the same figure. I think I mentioned it yesterday with Funko Pops, the chases. Funko typically, they either do like a very minor change in terms of the mold or the colors, or they do like a completely major change where it's sometimes even a different character. I feel they don't really do something with the middle ground, but I'm still happy with this. And now we get to move on to some of the TV shows. At least I picked the right box for you guys before, so I definitely know what is in this, or at least one of them. I'm trying to think what the other one was for my order, but there we go, guys. Ah, yeah, I do kind of remember now. So yeah, this was actually a freebie. The McDonald's Speedy. You know what, guys, I'm not really going to take a closer look at that. If you guys can see it there it is. I mean, they still look fairly cool, I suppose, but yeah, not something that I collect. But the other pop is something I very much collect. Finally happy to get it into the collection. The Funko Shop exclusive Daemon Targaryen with egg. It finally released here in Europe when it released like over 6 months ago in the US. And now I was very happy to grab it because it did actually sell out pretty quickly. Very happy to grab it for retail as well. Like I said, it released over 6 months ago in the US and then it finally dropped here in the UK and Europe, what, 1 to 2 weeks ago now. And yeah, thankfully I did grab it and it is now in my collection, which I was about to say it is complete. I mean, I guess technically my House of the Dragon set isn't complete because there are a couple of like diamond variants, I think, or maybe there was just one. I think it's just a couple of the variants I haven't picked up. Yeah, like Caraxes, the dragon, like Daemon's dragon. I only have like the metallic Warner Brothers one. I don't have the common version. And then I think Rhaenyra, they had a diamond one and I don't have that. I have the common version. But otherwise, the rest rest of the set is complete now with Daemon Targaryen, with Egg. Very, very cool. Well, I say very cool. There's not too much going on with it. He's literally just holding a dragon egg, right? But yeah, it's cool that I've now finally got it and added it to that collection. And it just actually dawned on me, there were of course the NFT releases, but technically they're under the Pop Digital line. I'm clutching at straws here, guys. They're still part of House of the Dragon. They're still very cool and I want them. Just a couple of Stranger Things ones next, guys. We have Robin and Steve in their hunter outfits from Stranger Things Season 4. And for whatever reason, I never picked these ones up when they first dropped. I think I was trying to get the 3-pack with Vecna as well, and then it like kept selling out, and I think you can get it pretty easily now. But I just didn't grab it. And then in the end, I grabbed like a single Vecna. So I was like, man, I'm just going to have to grab Robin and Steve singly as well. And I finally did in a sale on funkoeurope.com as well. Yeah, this is Robin here. Like I said, in the hunter outfit. She does look pretty cool, pretty badass, right? With the cap as well. I do like it a lot. And then her partner in crime, Steve, again, in this kind of hunter military style outfit with that axe. I don't know if Steve necessarily looks so badass. He kind of looks like a bit cool, a bit hip, right? Certainly much cooler than I am, but I kind of feel I look a bit more badass than him. Yeah, I probably definitely don't. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool looking pop. Happy to add those to my Stranger Things collection. I feel like I'm only missing maybe 5 or 6 now from the entire collection. It could be closer to 10, but most of them are all like the really expensive ones, especially that Robin and Steve from Ahoy, was it called? Like the ice cream scoops place. And then our final pop of the day, guys, is a fairly new release. It is a 2-pack. We have Geralt and Vesemir from The Witcher. If you guys did want to check out the new wave of Witcher Funko Pops on the back, there they are. And The Witcher Season 3 is just around the corner. Is there a specific release date for it just yet, though? I kind of feel I was on Netflix the other night, and you know when you go into the like coming soon section or whatever it's called, I don't feel there was a date for The Witcher, but I kind of feel I'd read somewhere it was like the end of June, early July. Can't entirely remember. If someone does know the date, drop it in the comment below. These new figures, if you guys were wondering, the latest wave is of course from Season 2. I don't know what's going on with Geralt here. I'm assuming it's the odd sign. That's the only thing I can think of, but yeah, it's still a pretty cool figure. I love The Witcher. Of course, all the talk with Henry Cavill. Cavill? I think it's Cavill, right? Yeah, he used to call himself Fat Cavill, or he was known as Fat Cavill in school, apparently, and of course he's no way near fat anymore, right? But it is, of course, his final season. He's bowing out, creative differences with the writers and whatnot, and like, I kind of get where people are disappointed because you want the continuity of the actor. At the same time, though, I can kind of see Henry Cavill being a bit of a pain, to be honest, for like some of the writers, because like you can't always translate what was in books and comics and things in previous medium. It doesn't always translate to like movies and TV shows like incredibly well, right? I always feel like the Da Vinci Code is one of the best examples, right? Because like the end of every chapter of the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons as well, you like want to read the next chapter. It's like a cliffhanger at the end of the chapter, right? But you can't translate that to a TV show or a movie, right, to like keep you watching. Yes, you still want intense scenes, well acted scenes, etc., but it just doesn't translate the same. So I get it though, if they're like changing things completely and things are like being worse than they were in the books, then I get it. That's a bit like, why are you guys doing that? But I can kind of see both sides, to be honest, and I guess we just have to wait and see with Liam Hemsworth, of course, becoming the new Geralt. Hey, maybe he'll still be good. I'm not going to judge till I see it. We do have Vesemir as well, I should say, holding one of those medallions. I mean, it's a pretty basic Vesemir pop. I would have liked to have seen something a little bit more with him, to be honest. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool one. Still happy they made him as a Funko Pop. And yeah, like I said, holding that Witcher medallion, I think is still a cool touch. I just kind of wish we did get another one of him, and maybe we will, who knows. And well, there we go, guys. That is part 2 of me catching up with my Funko Pop parcels this week, and that is therefore going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below out of everything I picked up today. Which one was your favourite, and what WWE/TV Funko Pops have you guys picked up recently? And as always, we've got plenty more content on the way for you guys, including part 3 of me catching up with my Funko Pop parcels, which will be dropping tomorrow. It is movie/Star Wars themed. Make sure you guys stay tuned for it and more. What is the easiest way to stay tuned to us? It's very simple. Subscribe, hit click, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, nerds.